welcome to the second floor classroom of the Lion Brand Yarn Studio. We are thrilled today to have Dora Orenstein with her gorgeous new book. I'm going to say the whole title. Books seem to be coming with a lot of subtitles lately. I don't know if you've noticed. Custom Crochet Sweaters, Make Garments That Really Fit. Welcome.
Got it. Thank you.
Did I get the whole title right?
Perfect.
Well, this book is gorgeous. I'm particularly fond of the cover shot, which is on our mannequin downstairs right now, and 3 of the staff members have already pawed through, I hope you don't mind, pawed through all the samples.
I want them to try them on.
Oh, well, believe me, you don't need to invite, oh, I'm going to do this one, I'm going to do this one. So we've already all chosen the garments that we're going to make.
Okay.
So we're very excited. And the thing that I love so much about this book is how fitted and gorgeous and flattering all the garments are. There are no boxes.
Yay.
There are no boxy sweaters in this book. So tell me, what was the inspiration for this book?
To overcome the image that crochet sweaters are boxy.
Oh my
to
God.
put that to rest once and for all.
Well, then oddly you've achieved it. Really? Was that truly the inspiration?
I think on some level, yes, in the sense that crocheters tend to be fearful about making sweaters, I find. And part of it is that they've seen too many boxes.
Right.
Part of it is that they don't know exactly what yarn to use, so even if they have a beautifully looking fitted garment, if they do it with the wrong yarn, guess what you get? A box.
Right.
And then there are other issues. So really my aim was to empower crocheters to make their own sweaters. I knew nothing when I started crocheting. I didn't learn from my mother. I never took sewing lessons. I was but I didn't know it was supposed to be hard. So I just started making clothes immediately, just putting them on, starting at the top, and oh, this needs a little more fabric, and I always thought it was easy.
And then you get this at the end of the day.
So I think sometimes it's hard to teach something when it came easy. Mm-hmm. But over the years, I've figured out what people's issues are, and I really tried. So I tried to design 10 gorgeous sweaters.
And you did.
And talk about using all the different sweater constructions.
Yes, I love that. And there's also great, incredibly detailed, wonderful schematics here, which I think are so important, and they really guide you.
Right.
Because when you're, particularly with crochet, when you feel like there's no safety net. It's not like when knitting you've got all the stitches on the needle. You're flying free out there with your one loop at a time. But there's also something incredibly freeing about that, because you really can construct as you go, like you were saying. Exactly. Oh, I think I'll take a little here. Exactly. So I think the charts and the schematics are great here, and the fitting notes are fantastic.
Oh, thank you. Well, that was the idea. Really, was to look at all the constructions and explain people how to read the schematic, because that's the other thing. They don't really know what the information is.
Right.
And they don't necessarily know what their own measurements are.
Right.
So
and that's why I thought the
tried to
the
just
notes
break it all
great.
down, and then each sweater has a lesson or 2 about how to alter that particular thing. So I would have liked to show how to alter every measurement on every sweater. I really wanted to. Also, this I think is important to show, because sometimes where it's a little tricky between the sizes, I had them diagram out the entire neckline or something like that.
Yeah.
And again, we couldn't do it forever. This was like several deep talks with my publisher. But
we thank you for it.
Hopefully people will then really understand how to take these principles and apply it elsewhere.
So what would be a takeaway tip that you would say when going to making that first decision? What yarn do I use for a project?
Something
and that's
soft.
That's our starting point.
Soft and thin. I always think thinner is better for crochet.
Oh.
If it's really soft, like this gorgeous Lion Brand baby alpaca, then it doesn't have to be super thin, and it'll hang really, really nice.
And the drape, and of course drape.
That's
what
what
the
it's all
drape
about.
on the alpaca is stunning.
Right, so soft equals drape to me. Like the cashmere is wonderful too.
Yes, it is.
So I think crocheters also, I want to get them ready for better fibers, more fancy garment-worthy fibers.
So pet the yarn.
Yes.
Do not be afraid of petting the yarn.
And Patty knows that I like to be personally pet. also.
And it's hard to not when you're draped in baby alpaca. Well, if you must check out all you crocheters out there. And by the way, all you folks that don't know how to crochet, crossover, it's worth it.
Yes.
It's a beautiful thing to know both knit and crochet because there's so many times that you just want to use both.
Mm-hmm.
Well, thank you so much. I cannot wait to see. I'll show you one of the sweaters. The sweater that I have already, well, first of all, the cover shot, but the other one that I did try on even before you gave me permission.
Oh, I bet that looked great on you because it's really tiny.
Thank you. It's
Did
gorgeous.
it fit you well?
It did. So look forward to seeing that in my Ravelry queue soon.
Awesome.
Thank you so much, and
Thank you, Patty.
goodbye from the Lion Brand Yarn
Yes,
Studio.
bye.